So we're going to look at deferrals. Why do we need that? We need that to spread a cost or a revenue across multiple periods. So let's do some example. We're going to do one for using purchase invoice, one doing general journal, and one for sales invoice, because both are available. So if we go to do a purchase invoice, that I've prepared already, so that we only have to do the remaining. So let's say that this one goes on the 1st of January, 200 whatever, and well, we want that it goes into January and February. So what you need to do, you need to create you need to have a deferral. So let's say I'm going to say cost deferral, and I'm going to put an account, so it's going to be my deferral cost account, expense account. Okay, I'll start by being very simple. Here I just put, you can set it up here, let's say like that. And if you do that, well, actually, you see that by default it comes one part in January, a part in February, which is good. And all you do is that you post. So let's do another one using the general journal. So you see the transaction here. Let's have a look. There we have a transaction that has been posted here, and in January and in February. Okay, so let's continue and use the general journal. Okay, same thing, but let's say that this one we have 300 and we want to hit a bit in January. So the posting date is that date, and we want to put January, February, and March. So you could create another one, or you could select the same. Let's say if I select the same, but in that case I've set it up to be 2 periods, so I don't want that. I want 3, or I could make something generic. Let's say like that. Okay, you call the only one the generic thing that you have, and you say, well, actually I want 3 periods, and calculate. Here you go. Then after, you need to tell it where it's coming from. So here it starts from February because of that. But if you wanted, you could change it to say, well, actually I want that to be changed. So you can change with a few options there, but that's equal per period, or let's say 1201 and straight line. So you see, you have different ways of doing it, but let's just say, yeah, straight lines 0101, calculate, good, like that, and you just post. Okay, finally, if we want to do a sales invoice that I've prepared, 3000, I want that to go into 3 different periods, so that's the same thing. So it's in January. Well, you have to display, because by default it's not showed. You could here on the deferral code, what you have an account there, so you can, it's up to you, you can use the same, but usually people have at least one for revenues and one for expenses. So I'm going to create revenue deferral. Okay, and I'll put the account that I've prepared for that. Shuffle list. Deferral income. Okay. So I put something generic in the same way that I did before. My revenue, and I say I want 3. Calculate. Okay, 1,000 for each. Good. Post. Yes. Don't need to see that. I'm just going to see the result of what we've been doing. So show me what we had before by months, and now we can see that every month gets a part. So I probably should have done first. Let's look at that. Oops, 1,000 revenue for each, and other cost I have, it has been spread out among the different periods. And so you have the balance sheet account, but this one, it makes more sense to display it this way. So at the end, your balance sheet account have nothing at the end of March, but have something in end of January and February.